Good morning, how are you? So, today is Monday, and I'm still at the center. We're teaching the course, the Seduction of Spirit course, and it's going very well. Today is day number 2, and many people are here, over 350, and we're having a wonderful time exploring our consciousness together. So today's question comes from Solongo. Hi Solongo. Solongo is a very active participant on social networks. I see her all the time on Twitter and Facebook, and she's very active and very passionate. And her question is, can we, all conscious beings, unite and educate one another so that we raise our frequencies and then everybody can benefit from healing, loving, and being kind to animals and Mother Earth? It seems like I'm the only barbarian who's trying to wake everybody up, and I do understand I must love myself. However, something tells me I need to take care for others as well. I need to take care of others as well. So these are beautiful sentiments, and of course have been expressed for thousands of years in all the wisdom traditions of the world. So when you look back and look at the sentiments expressed in spiritual and religious traditions, what Solongo says has been said many times. And unfortunately, when we look at the world around us, we see violence and we see mistreatment of fellow human beings. We see mistreatment of other species, mistreatment of the environment, the ecosystems, war, pestilence, all the suffering that we see around us. And unfortunately, it is even more in places which have totalitarian regimes, and those places where there's extreme radical poverty as well. If you look at history, not much has changed. Only the capacities for destruction have changed. And we are in this time right now where we have modern capacities and what Solongo would call barbarian impulses. And of course we also know that there are a lot of do-gooders in the world. There are social activists, there are humanitarians, but it hasn't changed. So what is the key to social and planetary transformation? I think, and I say this with all deep humility, that even though we may have the best of intentions, once we start to take sides in a polarized world, we only create the conflict. I personally have been guilty of this as well. But as I grow older, then I start to recognize that the key may be not actually melodramatically participating in a polarized world. The key may be to become the embodiment of love, not in a personal sense, but in a more universal sense, so that love radiates from you like light from a bonfire, focused on none and denied to none. That compassion becomes your true nature, that empathy is the way you live, that equanimity And the peace that passes understanding is the very, very nature of your being. So some people have called this sacred activism. I would renounce the word activism altogether and say just love in action. And if you can become the embodiment of love in action and not actually worry about what other people are doing, because everyone in the world is doing what they can from the state of consciousness or awareness that they're in. And so when you recognize that, you are ready to forgive for many reasons. You're ready to forgive because you recognize that everyone is doing the best they can from their level of awareness and consciousness. I'm not saying this in a condescending manner. We all have also needs like survival, safety, the fulfillment of our personal goals, love, relationship, wanting peace, expressing creativity, intuition, higher consciousness, and ultimately enlightenment or self-actualization. So depending where we are in our evolution as a conscious being, we are doing what we can, and so is everyone else. So when we recognize that, we forgive and we are willing to be forgiven. And Anis Abdul Steve, I'm from Iraq and love you so much. I love you too. I feel a lot for Iraq right now as it has gone through so much pain and suffering in the last few years. And we all recognize that pain and suffering is our own creation. So I said we forgive and we are ready to be forgiven because we understand that everyone is doing the best they can from their level of awareness, and also we forgive because we deserve peace, not necessarily because intellectually we think that the other person deserves forgiveness. We deserve because we forgive because we all deserve peace. So, in answer to Salongo, your intentions are very lofty, your goals are very beautiful, but we cannot impose morality on anyone. We cannot impose morality on anyone. Self-imposed morality or imposed morality is just useless. It comes out of guilt, and also it's in many ways imposed self-righteous morality is just jealousy with a halo. So the only way to social and planetary transformation, I think, is to give up the fight altogether, be peace, feel peace, and I mean when I say peace, I also mean love. So be peace and love, feel peace and love, speak peace and love, act peace and love, create peace and love, and leave judgment to those who are in a self-righteous mode of what could only be called hypocrisy. And I know that even using that word is judgmental, but for our own sake, let us give up all self-righteous morality and all jealousy with a halo and all imposed rules and regulations that come from guilt, resentment, or past hurts. Terry Mills says, mood making. Yes, let us stop mood making. Let us be authentic. Authentic means not pretend who we are not, but at the same time get in touch with our innermost being, which is already at peace. It means to have integrity, which means to do what you say you would do, to be your word. It means to take responsibility for your circumstances and situations and the events in your life and the way you cultivate relationships. It means acceptance of the present moment and the present situation with the intention to transform. It also means give up being right, which is constantly needing to defend our point of view. If we do that, and if enough of us do that, and if there is ever a critical mass of people who are going through that transformation, then the world will transform. Okay, so I'm looking at some of the comments. So Rehan Aluwalia, I think it's Rehan Aluwalia, and many others have just shared my video. I thank you, Rehan, and all of those. The more sharing we can do, the more we can expand this conversation, the more we will be able to change ourselves and the world. So please stay on these forums together, which is a very nice place to be here together every day, and also participate actively on the website discoveringyourcosmicself.com, discoveringyourcosmicself.com. And if you're reading You Are the Universe, the current book, and you find over there some things that you want to expand on, or you have questions about them, then please do participate here in our forums, and any subject that's there in You Are the Universe. Many times I've said that when I speak about You Are the Universe, I mean it literally, that we are indeed the universe, and that the universe is made out of consciousness. It's experienced in consciousness. It is realized in consciousness. It is our perceptual experience of our own self. It's our perceptual experience of our own self. So I'm looking at some of the comments here, and I'm having a little problem. So Kapil Chawla and 28 others shared the video. Thank you, Kapil, and all of you for sharing the video and expanding this conversation. Lisa cannot find her Amazon code to get access to my page. The page is right here. Just click right here to discoveringyourcosmicself.com. Okay, there was a question about You Are the Universe that I'm trying to find that I may have missed. So let me find it, and if I can, I will try my best to answer it. Okay? But it's gone by so quickly. Okay, it's gone by. So it'll come again. You are the universe. The universe is experienced in you. It arises in you as sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts, and then it subsides in you. Anna Papas and 30 others shared your video. I so appreciate it. Everybody that is sharing is also participating in what we call satsang, the gathering together of people who are looking for the truth. Debbie says, can you speak louder? Debbie, it's not my nature to speak louder. People speak very loud only if they're angry. When they are falling in love, they whisper, and when they become love, they are silent. So just turn up the volume, hopefully, and you'll be able to hear everything I say. Lisa Halak, thank you. Needed this today. Judy Drum, I'm reading the Book of Secrets. Yeah, that's an important book. Actually, You Are the Universe is built on the insights of the Book of Secrets. Elise Breen says, Namaste Deepak, thank you for your talks. Elise, thank you for being part of it. And Sand Bright says, peace to all. I concur, peace to all. The best way to get rid of your perceived enemies is to bring peace to them, to bring well-being to them, to bring joy to them, to increase their capacity for success and well-being. Okay, shall we conclude for today? I think that's it for today. Speak to you tomorrow, and take